Now to the latest on the terror attack in Turkey overnight. Officials conducting raids as we learn new details about that deadly blast at the airport. ABC's Terry Moran is on the scene, has the latest for us. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Robin. Istanbul is a shaken city today. Security is being intensified at public places around the city, and officials are now disclosing they believe the attackers here at the airport were Russian and Central Asian. And we are learning more about what they did here. This morning, authorities in Istanbul are cracking down. 16 raids throughout the city targeting ISIS, and 13 people are now under arrest. This as we learn new details about that horrific attack on the city's airport Tuesday. The coordinated massacre killing 42 people and wounding 239 others. And we're seeing these newly released images of the suspected attackers, this man in a baseball cap with an alleged accomplice. Officials say the three attackers pulled up in a taxi just before 10 p.m. Tuesday. The attackers got out of a taxi here at the front of the airport where the first layer of security is. They were spotted and scattered. One heading down that way, opening fire, detonating his explosive. Another making it into the terminal there. You can see the busted windows. Blew himself up there. The third going downstairs where people were waiting for rides and detonating there. They used automatic weapons and unleashed a combination of deadly fire inside the airport. The attacks inside happened first, passengers fleeing in terror as the gunmen opened fire. Then an explosion shaking tiles from the ceiling.
Just a sea of people screaming, running, tripping, police with guns drawn. And it quickly became clear that something nasty had happened. This wasn't a drill, this wasn't a hoax.
But in the confusion, there were acts of bravery. Watch as this officer approaches one of the attackers, shooting him, the terrorist's gun sliding across the floor. The officer comes closer, but then runs for cover as the terrorist on the ground fumbles and then detonates his suicide vest. This morning, that officer, Yasin Durna, is reportedly recovering in the hospital with a spleen injury from a gunshot wound. But the terror wasn't over. As people ran out of the airport, a third attacker was waiting, detonating his suicide vest near a line of taxis. You can see the force of the blast. Funerals for the victims have begun. We are told that 94 people still remain in the hospital.
Such a devastating event. Okay, Terry, thanks very much.